Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. Hopefully everyone had a nice, one of our days off, I guess. But for me, hey, College World Series tickets went on sale, Ramon. I got some. I'm ready to go. So on our Tuesday, the day off, I'll be there. Game 9, 1 p.m.
We might need to. Oh, 1 p. Well, yeah. Maybe we can get you. Oh, what day of the week is it?
It's a Tuesday, so it's
Oh,
our
okay.
day off.
Well,
1
okay. All
p.m.
right.
I'm there. Game
Well,
9.
maybe you could get your phone going and
Official.
at least come in and say hi on the show because
Right.
right at game time and just uh,
Show the atmosphere, the ambiance
yeah,
of Omaha, right?
yeah. It's supposed to be a buzz thing, but we'll see what happens. I don't. We're not doing that great out here with San Diego State. They've been, but they've made some regionals, and they had a no hitter the other night, so maybe they have some pitching. But
There you go.
the usual suspects will be there.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to your handicaps. You did well last year at the World Series, so gotta have you, keep it up this year. Because
Yeah,
everyone will ask me. They'll be like, I'll be like there, and they'll be like, Mindy, who are you gonna take in this game? I'm like, I don't know. Well, just ask Ramon.
must be crazy. You guys get together and they all want your picks.
They do.
Yeah, making some money. You guys are all gambling.
Right.
Hey everyone, with the Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott coming to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas.
Yay.
Getting ready for our Wednesday show here on the Morning Steam. It's day baseball, so we'll kick it off in the majors today before we get into the playoff. More teams can close it out tonight. I made the comment yesterday, Mindy, on Tony's show that the spreads for the NBA games look more like football lopsided spreads.
Right.
But all covered and won outright. The Hawks.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Great shot, Trey Young. That was the excitement of the day, with that last second shot or that late shot, giving Atlanta the win. Premium on Atlanta didn't get much done there. A little bit over 500 yesterday. Get into today's action. What did you do? Did you watch? Did you get involved in some sports action?
I only watched baseball yesterday. That's what I had on. Sometimes I feel like I might jinx things. I know I have nothing to do with the outcome, but it's still my own feeling. So sometimes if it's teams I really want to win, I just watch it or don't watch it, and I just kind of let it play out. I know I'm a little bit weird or superstitious when it comes to sports, but it's one of those. I watched the the full Mariners game, and then what was on that, and then I watched the Brewers, and I don't remember what was on before that on the main screen. But other than that, there was lots of others that were on. Got some watch some Angels, some Royals. Look at them! All of a sudden, they can maybe win some games.
Yeah, I thought it's a little interesting. Chris Bubich goes on the injury list with Tommy John. We'll talk about today. They've got the Rays cast off Yarborough going. Talk about that game. I tried to watch the Padres. It's painful. It's painful to watch. Boring, Mindy. Boring. I called one game I did get right. Oh yeah, no, I mean, it was as advertised. I mean, it was cold, but the team has no energy. They have no
hard to have energy in cold.
In general, no, it's not yesterday, Mindy. It is in general. This team cannot get moving right now, and very disappointing. So we'll find some other winners. We'll say hello to everyone coming in as people stroll in a little bit and get set, like a day at church here. Let's take a look at what we had. Curtis in here, of course, to let everybody in. Everybody's going to worry when Curtis isn't the first one in. Here's James. Oh, he had the big Hawks game.
All right.
Was that money line? Was it a spread, a big bet? I wonder. Oh, yeah, there it is. money line, lucky win. Don't say, James, you made the call. So the dogs came through in the NBA last night, no doubt about it. Can it happen tonight? Because we got 3 closeouts possible tonight, man.
Right.
And that's just in the NBA. In the NHL, we also could have, Boston ready to close out maybe the Florida Panthers. We'll also have the Kraken and the Avs. So we'll see what happens. But interesting results certainly yesterday. Just want to mention unders are on a roll a little bit in Major League Baseball. It's a flip-flop from the way I was advertising early on, and I've shifted already to kind of get things back to normal.
Right.
A little bit over is only 51.5%. So just
okay.
throw all those previous trends
back
that
to
I was
normal.
talking about. We capitalized,
Yeah, Vegas caught up to us, right?
Yeah, we were on that, and that's what we expect. You expect them to kind of bring it back. So just want to mention, road teams in the NHL, 21 and 14 currently. I think one maybe big trend to look at with NBA right now are favorites. Favorites are doing very well, 22 and 12 against the spread so far. NBA favorites. Also 24 and 11 straight up. So I'm sorry, Mindy, it's teams 22 and 12 against the spread. Home teams 22 and 12 against the spread. Favorites are 20 and 15 against the spread. It's very similar, but home teams are getting it done right now in the NBA playoffs. That was before, or that was including yesterday. So with the dogs coming through yesterday, but home team still in command. So Thomas Lewis is here. Here's Bionic with us today. And also we have Blake. He's looking for his Tennessee Tech team.
I know.
To make
I hope they come. That'll be awesome.
I don't know. If I had to pick a team right now,
who's going to
win the College World Series, I'd go with the LSU Tigers.
All right.
Anybody, Blake, you're a little bit of an expert there. You like your college ball. Anybody agree with me?
All the folks in Omaha love LSU. They love the fans. The fans bring all of their good food. They like to tailgate. They like to party. A nice bunch of folks. So it's always worked out well when LSU is here in town.
And we know they've won it a few times. So
right.
Lucky Power here. Sue is here today. Sherilyn's here. Good representation from the ladies.
Right. See, we got to have some more, females. Sometimes I feel like it's me, Latifa. There's a couple others every once in a while, but
I like having
always outnumbered.
Well, I mean, especially I'm watching the Padres score less than I do. All right, here's doubles here today. Matt D is with us. Appreciate everyone. We'll let everybody kind of still come in, and maybe we can take a peek and see what happened over at Tony'sPicks.com yesterday to see who did what.
My sister, they had a big day. That's all I know.
Yes. Yep. So we are represented one way or another.
Right.
Maybe we take a look at that handicapper leaderboard. Who's hot over at Tony's Picks from yesterday on Tuesday. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned. Could have joined. Did anybody else? Or is anybody else to our schedule here? I was up yesterday at 4 a.m. my time for the show, and then realized that we had no show.
Well, I always make sure, when I set my alarm, there's you can check all the days. So I put it on, every day but Tuesday. So I know not to wake myself up on those days. Because I've done that before. Like I frantically jumped up like, oh my God. And then like, oh, okay. Never mind. I'm okay.
Want to thank everyone joining us who just watched the Lotte Giants beat the Hanwha Eagles 8-1.
Did we? Okay.
Take a look at what at Tony'sPicks.com. It's Ralph Raymond having some good representation from our new cappers. Ralph goes 6-0 on the day. There's Tiffany 10-3. Great Nick Vartini, 4-1. Rafi Riddles, it's our look at our new cappers, really tops of the leaderboards there. Sean Dinwiddie, 3-1. Chuck, 2-1. And Mindy,
Rounding out the pack.
I've got enough for. I believe I can get in there for a Domino's or something today with my
right,
$9.
like $7.99 plus tax. I think that's
what
it.
I do.
Yeah.
Use the Kuya app and get that thin crust.
Yeah, and then if you pick it up, they give you like $3 back even for your next.
I do that too. Okay, me. For the last 7 days.
Now I want Domino's. Man, I'm hungry already, Ramon.
Nick Vartini, plus 73 over the last 7 days. Hollywood Sam, he's really our hot capper. I would say by a decent margin, and handicapping is tough, but if you look at the percentages, Hollywood Sam is really crushing it. I'll show you in just a moment. Sean Dinwiddie up a nickel plus over the last 7 days. They're up a nickel as well. There's our morning steam team. Up a nickel as well. Let's keep that going. Ralph Raymond, there he is. And Nick Lagaretos. Over the last 30 days, it's Colin. Still up 2,400 units over the last 3 days. Hollywood Sam, 1558. Ralph Raymond. You see those percentages. That's what I'm talking about right there. Both these guys clicking at close to 60%.
Yeah.
Last 30 days, really, really good. I'm up there, 1,100 units. Sean Dinwiddie and the VIP account as well. So head on over to Tony.com. Check out our premium picks section. These are our best picks. We're about to give you some free winners here.
Complimentary picks.
Complimentary picks on the show here. We need to get it because we do turn them into premium picks when Mindy and I agree, and we resell them over at Tony'sPicks.com. But you can go over there right now and check out what the handicappers have over at Tony's Picks today. Nick Vartini, a hot capper, got a 3-pack, including their playoff games right there. Tony D coming in with a 3-pack as well, 2 in the NBA, 1 in Major League Baseball, and Ben Ruhala has a 3-pack in the major leagues today. And don't forget, pick ticker here on the right. Maybe we can even take a look at it right now, Mindy, because cappers are locked and loaded. We're waiting to see what we do together because we might have some team sticks. But you see games, the old 9:30 start. That's my time here. I'm looking at my screen, of course, on the western side of the country, 12:35 Eastern, 9:35 goal, Cincinnati Reds start. Really has been going on for decades, and they kick off the card today with a day card, no doubt about it. And you see Daniel and Collins all with selections in the early game today. There are 7 day games today, 6 kind of early starts, 1 kind of West Coast start. Those are your Royals in action today.
Oh, Royals. They're tricky, pesky Royals.
Against the Diamondbacks. So head on Picks.com, use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, including from Mindy and I today. You can click on the All Cappers tab, find the handicapper of your choice, get signed up. You can also grab morning steam picks if you missed the show and you still want the picks. We do package them up over there at Tony'sPicks.com. So if you're missing the show, you still want to know what we did without having to go back, you can grab our 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, and just know that those sales benefit me and I. So don't look at it as if you're buying the premium. You just want the show and you want to keep Mindy and I on the air. I don't know.
Right.
So let's head back over now and greet a few more people and then start picks. A decent show here. 15 in Major League Baseball, 4 in the NBA, and 2 in hockey. All right, here comes.
We're narrowing them down, Ramon, like you said.
Yeah, and that's when I'll kick in. I mean, Tony always goes on, Ramon will give these I'm looking at my scores right now. Matches underway in Madrid, which I do love my courts. So,
and I see you already got some UFC in there. I saw a play made already.
Well, did my podcast last night with my two cappers and my main guy. Listen to them. It's all about handicapping. I mean, I read.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, obviously you put it in to get the best line.
Yeah.
So folks need to go out there and you can pick up that play. Only $25. You can just, click on it as a guaranteed pick. But if he puts it out there, you better get it before it goes.
Yeah, well, that was what they were talking about, and
Right.
I don't know if anybody checks my pod. It's pretty popular. I got a pretty popular handicapper, and really one of the best around. I mean, he's got 20,000 followers on Twitter, and anything he bought. I mean, this guy's most renowned guys on Twitter, and I listen to them, and I love the.
Well,
MMA.
You've been following it forever, right?
Oh yeah. When they say, this line's going to go up 50 cents, I went ahead and put that one in. So let's take a look at a few more people here. The filing, I hope I got everyone mentioned in there, but Tyrone's here today and Darren's here. Hey, get rolling with the show.
All right.
And
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm talking Major League Baseball today. There were a few question marks, Minnie, no doubt, kind of going in right now with this card with some of the pitching, but I think I've got ironed out a little bit, at least know who's pitching and a little bit about them in a couple of the games. So it's been, including the Royals. I mean, we know Yarborough's been kind of an opener for he was kind of the old Rays opener, so I don't know what their Royals will be expecting necessarily from him today. Gerardo, your hello, brother. All right, Mindy, in Major League Baseball today in our day games. Pretty good matchup, I say, actually, here with the Rangers going up against the Reds. Sonny Gray against Graham Ashcraft. Pretty close rated matchup for sure. Sorry, here, let me get our rundown screen up there. All right. Rangers with Gray going up against the the Reds and Ashcraft here, and I'm showing right in Gray about $1.15 and 9 under 20.
Yeah, so we had Solo that wasn't happy with the Reds, but there was a lot of Reds fans that were happy. It was the first time they ever came back from a 6-run deficit in about, I don't know, how many years? 15 years, something like that.
Man, some of these pitching last night, man, it wasn't just this game, right? I mean, these bullpens all over the league leave something to be desired. Some of them are outstanding, but
that's the thing is the Rangers aren't a bad bullpen.
Mindy, before you get into your preview, it just popped up in front of our faces on my screen, and I'm going to go check the lines right now. Yes, this total is moving, just got hit. It's definitely 8.5 over 20 at several books right now. Team is coming in right now as we speak in this game on the under.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Reds here again. It's a team playing with a little bit of confidence now, right? They might have a little bit of swag after last night. And then they have Ashcraft on the mound, 0.69 ERA there at home, 1.88 overall. He is 2-0. So, hey, the Reds like to give him a little bit of run support. It's not one of those that John Gray's pitching terrible or anything. He's 1-1 with 3.72 ERA there, but it's, this Reds team that's scoring 5 runs of offense. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Reds here today.
All right, Mindy, going to take the Cincinnati Reds with Ashcraft. Yeah, Sonny Gray is going to give you a strong effort. We know that for sure. But I think I'm going to be in line with you here, Mindy. Ashcraft they've been very, very solid so far. I think everyone's pretty pumped. Look, I mean, so far this season, he hasn't given up a home run yet, which is in Cincinnati. That's pretty good. I don't know the home roads. Actually, I didn't kind of take it far, but ERA sub 2, pretty darn good. I would imagine this game will come down to something crazy at the end. The Reds may win this one in extras, it feels like, or maybe the ninth or something. The way series is gone. I like Ashcraft here. I actually like him quite a bit. Maybe was going to be a premium for me with the Reds, but if you like him, I like him.
I like him.
And let's see what Kat has to say. In this one, I saw an over there. Not very many comments here on this one. James comes in here with the over. Just as I had this team came in on the under, I kind of was leaning over as well, but I'll reevaluate now on that. Gerardo Reds for 5. He wants nothing to do with any bullpen in this game.
Right. That's maybe not a bad move, right?
Brent Cook on the Reds. So, all right. I'll get you guys waking up and get some comments and some plays, hopefully. If not, earlier than usual. Take the Reds today with Ash in a day game. Hey, this one goes off in just 3 hours. So, pretty good price, I'd say. Fernando Mendoza here, Raiders 5. Michael Thompson says good morning, and he also said take the Reds. There's Relly Buns here to Jay today as well. And Brent saying hello to me there. Looks like Mindy.
Right, of course.
Hi, Brent.
I don't blame him.
My lovely co-host.
Nice skin, Ramon.
Indy Han. All right, and Bionic liking the under today. And Darren, here they come. I woke him up, Mindy. I woke up the chat to get us rolling with the picks. Here's Darren on the over in this one. Maybe I end up on the over with that steam. I'm not always going. I'm not always getting steamy. I'm here today. Good morning as well. All right. We're 1 for 1.
Hey, we did it. No batting practice. They don't get up early to do batting practice?
Not on those day games. Take some hits down in the.
Good thing these guys are young. I always think it's hard getting up in the morning after playing. And I was only in college. These guys have played another, 15 years on me after all that. But, I always thought it was a little rough, those early starts after getting done late last night.
I always didn't like going to play the rack softball tournaments because everyone would be drinking beer all night, and then you got to wake up and play a game 7 in the morning.
That's right.
All right.
That's my kind of tournament right there.
Well, maybe we'll play the co-ed tournament one day. All right.
Well, perhaps. It would take me like a month to be able to probably throw, so we got to.
I can't throw anymore. Why?
I'm old.
Okay, the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles continue their series here with Howe going up against Wells in this one. I'm showing the Orioles here up to $1.20 and 8.5 under 15. So a little bit of move early on the Orioles.
Well, I'm going to go on the Orioles here as well. Through 11, they're 8-3 now at Camden Yard. Tyler Wells, he's been pitching pretty well himself. 2.7 ERA, 16 Ks. I just kind of think there's a little bit of pitching advantage here. I think there's a little bit of home field advantage. Came off of a loss yesterday, so I think they're looking to get back going here also. I'm going to go ahead and take the Orioles and their better bullpen, better pitching staff here today.
Yeah, I think maybe some runs could be in order in this one, but we shall actually end up agreeing with you here, Mindy, and we're going to go for 2 for 2. We're going to take Tyler with you one against Houck. Look, Boston's gotten it done. He's gotten plenty of run support, Houck. 3-0 record so far, but he still has a 4.29 ERA. Not awful by today's standards, certainly. I will mention that the Red Sox are a 4-0 in road day games so far this season. But Wells, doesn't have a win to show for it yet, Mindy, but he has the 2.7 ERA and certainly so far for guys who have made a starts a really tremendous whip of 0.69. So have to be impressed with what Wells is doing. I want to be on Wells today. Like I said, I might call runs, but it might just be, both teams are producing some overs, no doubt about it. I'm gonna sneak in the lineups over here real quick and see if any of them have been out yet. I imagine it's possible. But I don't know. Nothing's gonna sway me. I'm with you in this one. I want to go with the Orioles here against the Red Sox today. Just take a quick peek at it, but I don't want to keep going. Let's go to the comments. That'll buy me some time here. See if it agrees with us. If you do, because Bionic Orioles easy. Hey, I want to say hello, Mindy, to Ricardo Brown joining us in the chat for the first. Maybe once, Ricardo, have we met? If not, great to have you. He's on the team already. Look what he said. Good morning, team. So obviously, Ricardo been with us. So, strikes a bell like sometime he did comment. So whatever the case may be, hello to Ricardo, and thank you for being a member of Team Steam. Relly says he sees rain now going on. So
oh man.
Okay, that is interesting, and maybe I can even take a look at how it's going to go. It's 100% chance of right in the middle of the game, Mindy. Showing it starting off with drizzle. There's rain expected throughout the day, but could be bad enough to put the tarp on for maybe a good hour, possibly. Temperature in the low 60s. So this is definitely something that is going to have to be taken into consideration today. This is a major situation with the weather, I would say, with that rain. I'm not sure it's something they can play totally. And quite frankly, like I said, between the 1 hour into the game, it'll be 100% chance of rain for about an hour. And then again, 100% chance of rain towards the end of the game. Maybe dissipate a little bit. Maybe they can come out. So we'll have to see. That's very observation. Thank you very much for noting that, Relly, who is our Baltimore correspondent, by the way. Blake says Red Sox and over. James says fade the Red Sox, but go over. Like I said, the Red Sox bats are fine. Those bats are fine, Mindy. I've got them a top 5 lineup right now. I don't know what you think of the Sox bats, but Wells has been that solid. I think he can neutralize them, and I think for the Orioles, that top of the lineup against Houck, Mullins, Richmond, and Santander, all in good position today. The Red Sox is confirmed, by the way. Verdugo, Evers, Turner, Yoshida, Hernandez up there near the top of the lineup. So, all right, few more. Am I cutting out today again, Curtis? Am I bad? Boy.
But every once in a while, like I said, it's fine. So it tends to even itself out throughout the show. So
okay. Fernando wants to lay the run line here. Oh, there she said it there. Yeah. Darren says he bet the over and he likes Baltimore. Hello to Jamal Jones. And Darren says he might cash it out.
Because of the rain.
Yeah, understandable.
Well, basically, though, I mean, when it says 100% chance of rain, that's 100% chance of rain of you seeing rain. So the rain may be over there and you're seeing it. It may not be falling on you, but, we'll see.
This is a ballpark forecast, but nonetheless, I'm not going to let it sway me from wagering on the game. Certainly, I mean, you'll get your refund but if you think that the volatility goes up a little bit with wet baseballs and balls scooting on the grass, whatever happens, things like that, understandable. Okay, keep it rolling. Mindy and I are 2 for 2. Yep. Who was wrenching in the chat there? We're here to gamble. All right. Mindy, White Sox and Blue Jays with Kopech and Kikuchi. Kikuchi on the mound's been a solid proposition as winning games so far. The Blue Jays, though, big favorites. We know that the White Sox have had some issues winning games right now, just a 7-17 record. So big here, $1.85. And the total maybe has gone down a little bit, 9.5 under 20, but I saw the steam kind of come in on the over.
Oh, man. I was looking to the under, Ramon. Mostly because I like how Kikuchi, how he's been pitching at home, right? He has a 3.8 ERA overall, but at home it's only 1.5. So he does pitch better there. And the same thing here with Kopech, right? He has that 6.97 ERA, but on the road, only a 4.91. And then I have the Blue Jays only holding their opponents to 3 runs or less here over the last 5 on average. So I'm going to take a look at under the total 9.5 here, Ramon.
All right, Mindy, looking to go under 1.5. Let me see if we can get any 10s because, like I said, I mean, I thought that I saw by my interpretation, and the line service alerted me that the total was going over. It's pretty much 9.5 everywhere at this point, so I don't think we can do much about it, but I think I'm willing to go under with you here in this one, just, kind of based on these teams, not necessarily kind of the White Sox, right? Kikuchi, probably in a pretty good spot. Yeah, maybe the White Sox, could they get something together? Robert and Eloy Jimenez and Vaughn, but I want to go, let's do it. 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
I want to take the under in this one. You mentioned Kikuchi's numbers. I mean, he's 3-0. He's got a 1.17 whip thus far. He's been a little bit susceptible to the long ball, no doubt about it. But right now, Toronto, pretty good groove. 1-3 straight. Kopech's got to clean that up, that 7 ERA, if we're going to get there. But I'm willing to do it 9.5. Wish it was 10 now. Boy, I don't. But
maybe by the time this show's over, we'll see.
I don't know. I don't think it's going back.
Oh, all right.
But these, just these two teams, they definitely producing more unders than overs at this point. I guess it's pretty much based on the White Sox, right? And they're not really getting their offense together too much. Take a look and see that so far, Sox 6-8-2 to the under as an underdog. It's Toronto really that's producing the unders so far. They've gone under in just 4-9-1 to the as a favorite, 2-7-1 to the under in their last 10 games. So was Kikuchi on the mound? Let's take under here, White Sox and Toronto, and see what the chat has to say. This one, I see some plays coming in. And let's see here. He will blow the game. Or I don't will blow the game. Or I don't know. I'm not.
I think you think the White Sox are going to get the win, right?
Yeah, I mean that would be. It says Kikuchi will blow the game, and for the White Sox to win the game, right?
In their losing streak.
Relly Bun says team total over for the Blue Jays. And James wants to go over in this one. Like I said, steam in on the over. That might be the best price now at 9.5. Bionic on the Jays. And Fernando on the Blue Jays. He also is on the over. Hello to Verla here today. And Lazzy Love joins us. Lazzy Love should be an FM DJ, I would think.
Right.
Sounds like to me. Demetrius here today, checking in with some of the other, checking in with this game actually, right?
Yeah.
I went under. So that's where I was headed. I think I think the line's starting to get a little bit heavy. Don't know if I can run line. Don't know if I can lay $1 premium. Maybe just bet the Blue Jays by myself and hope it works out. I was right. Big favorites. Right. I'll bet big favorites and then not tell anybody.
Right? But it's your own cash at that point. We don't have to worry about other folks.
James says he likes Silvers here early on, and Burley was commenting on the Orioles as well. So they might be just a little behind, but great to have them as always. All right. Well, we go 15 for 15 in agreements here. Mindy, this game is one, though, that don't have a tremendous amount of information. I don't even think we can confirm that the Guardians' fifth-ranked prospect, Bibby, will be in there today. I think all signs are pointing to the fact that he will be the pitcher today. So do have a little bit of an outlaw line here. Let me see if anything's coming on. No, not yet. I don't even think it's confirmed that anybody see this yet. But all the news points that BB will be making his major league debut here today against the Rockies. I would suspect that it's going to be at $1.80. This is totally speculation on my part with this line. So, what do you know? What are you going with?
Well, I know these Guardians have kind of been my nemesis. I've been on them the last couple of days and have taken some losses. And then I got Marquez here coming off the IL, so that's going to be interesting as well. But I'm going to go ahead and just take the more experienced pitcher here in this one, since I don't have a lot of the information. Guardians are just playing bad right now, 1-4 on their homestand. That's not boding too well for them here. And I watched them yesterday. They just looked, a little lazy, a little lackadaisical out there. And it's one of those, Marquez only allowed 2 runs in his last outing, and Guardians are now ranked 24th in batting average. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Rockies right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're a little better than that. Not statistically. I mean, you're exactly right. But I mean, I do rank, they're probably in the bottom 10 offenses right now. Maybe I have them ranked around
20th.
20th. Yeah. Let's see what the chat wants to do. You guys know about it sounds like he's a tall player, maybe comparable to another Guardian pitcher, Cal. I think is what you're going to see when you get a look at Bibby there. And Blake's going to be with your Rockies plus a 1.5. Demetrius 1.5. And making life difficult. Everybody's on the Rockies here. Based on that information. Yeah, good point, Mindy, with Herman Marquez back after, missing time. So we'll see there. Rockies so far this season 0-4 on the road in day games. I think this is an interesting prospect here. So maybe I'll end up on the under in this one. I wish I could take a pass, but I promised you I never would ever again.
I would take a pass as well.
Yeah. Well, I just would like to see a line.
Too many unknowns, right? Yeah.
Right. I mean, I would like to possibly make a play if I could just make a market read on it a little bit and see, some ticket counts and see what maybe some sharp action coming in to kind of walk this way has a real interesting. Better, Mindy, maybe we should take the Cleveland Guardians right now.
Right, if that's the case.
We got a young Mindy Johnson on our hands. But let's slow walk this way. Good to see you as always. All right. Yeah, a lot of question marks in that one. Too bad. Call it a lean. That'll work. Hi, Steve. Good to see you. These guys everybody was probably here on Monday, and we, with Mindy's off day, I feel like we haven't seen everybody for days.
Right.
All right. It'll be interesting to see. That's their young prospect. like I said, there's no official word, I guess, but all the stories that I read. The Yankees and the Twins. Oh man, the Yankees! What has happened? They're gonna lost a series of the Twins first time, and blah blah blah. I saw. Wasn't too interested in what it was because I've been on the Twins in this series, but
Sure.
let's take a look at this one with Herman and Maeda. Maeda missed his last start. They haven't won yet with Maeda. You kind of feel, playing great. So I'm not going to say that they're rushing him back or anything like that. I guess they wouldn't need to go to him as well as they're playing. Just one game better than the Yankees. At this point, we're laughing at the Yankees. They're still over 500.
Yeah, and Maeda was doing well before he got hit in the ankle. He only had given up the one run. I don't recall if it was an earned run even. But it's one of those things that I think he's going to be okay in this one. He's sitting at a 4.15 ERA, but he's also only given up, one home run per 9 inning there at home. And then it's the same thing with Herman, right? He's playing really well here on the road, 3 ERA, no home runs given up on the road. Each of these teams are not necessarily producing a ton of runs. I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to go under the total today in this one.
These teams are producing a lot of unders, no doubt about it, because of I don't know, it's funny. We got a lot of fans of different teams in there. Are there real Yankee fans in our chat at all? Because I know they're feeling what Yankee fans are feeling. Because my Twitter timeline is just blowing up. All my Padre feeds that I follow. It's just like bash fest on the Padres offense and the Yankees offense as well. I mean, it's bad right now. It does not feel comfortable with this Yankees lineup. Now, I think that today Rizzo against Maeda might have an advantage, but I don't know about the rest of the lineup. You mentioned Domingo Herman. I think he's out there and be pretty solid. I don't know if I'm willing to can you just say, I expect the Yankees win? When are they going to come around? Both these pitchers, Maeda, you mentioned it's just an ankle injury, so it's not an arm problem or anything, but Bruins have won 3 in a row now. As far as Herman, he's got a 4.5 ERA, cleaned it up a little bit over the last couple of starts, and he is striking out guys. Maeda really overpowering striking guys out. I'm going to go with the Twins because, Mindy, why not? Sweep these guys if we're going to really a statement after all the domination they've talked about. And I'm rolling with the Twins. I'm going to take them one more time here today. What's the chat going to do? Let's take a look. We've got Fernando. He's talking Twinkies. Burley says Yankees can get this one. Nathan said Yankees. Demetrius Yankees. Brent Yankees. Lots of Yankees support here. And Solo also on the Yankees. Wow. And I was kind of feeling that same way yesterday. I feel like a lot of Yankee support yesterday, and it was once again the Twins that ended up getting that win. So I'm going with the Twins here today. Tigers, Brewers, Lorenzen and Peralta. 228 over 20.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Oh, that's too big, isn't it? I like the Brewers, but that's too much on the run line or the money line here for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go under the total here. They got it under last night. I thought for sure that one would go over, but it did not. They left too many runners on base. And that's kind of the way it's been going here lately for the Brewers. They haven't been putting up these huge stellar numbers that we saw in the beginning. They're only allowing, though, 3.82 runs there over their last 5 games. But I do like, Lorenzen, what he's been doing here for the Tigers. 0 ERA on the road. I'll take him under the total today.
Mindy goes under in this one with the Tigers and the Brewers. Yeah, you mentioned, so far Lorenzen got to clean this up. I mean, no doubt with that 6 ERA. The Tigers, they got the run line yesterday. We talked about a few games privately yesterday. So we'll mention right now, though, Mindy, you talk about the lack of offense. I mean, what could the Tigers possibly do here against a guy like Peralta? I mean, they've got bottom 3 offense, certainly. Peralta certainly in pretty good position against this lineup, I would think. I mean, whatever they throw out there, it's been 8 straight unders right now for the Tigers. So don't think it's because they're dominating in their pitching. Lorenzen's not striking anybody out, that's for sure. Peralta's got a 4 ERA and definitely has been knocked around a little bit in the last couple of starts, but I think the Brewers, maybe I can find a run line today with the Brewers, but I'm going to go under with you for sure. I like the Brewers to win this one comfortably in a low-scoring game today. And let's see what the chat does say about it. If they've got some plays with us, they might be on with it, I think, in this one. Nathan says, take the Brewers, specify Peralta. And it says Tigers have done, they have done well. Demetrius says he likes the Tigers run line and under. Bionic also, Tigers run line. I don't know. This matchup does not seem good enough for me. James is on the over here, going against us a little bit. I war with the Burley here to get one. Hey, I the Tigers have won a few here. All right, Mindy, we got another play on the under with the Tigers and the Brewers.
Number 4 consensus play.
Still on the day games here. All right, next up is going to be your Royals. Like I said, Yarborough's in there because Chris Bubic, too bad, TJ surgery for him. And Diamondbacks, obviously, with one of the best guys in Zach Gallen here today in this afternoon contest. And I don't know, still maybe a respect. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's not the, Yankees, or I don't know, I'm trying to pick a good team. But Diamondbacks, and look, make no mistake, to a surprising start. But 250?
Well, I mean, I just think the Diamondbacks are probably going to smoke them today.
All right. I tried.
I mean, I'm going to go over the total. That's going to be my play. That's how much I think the Diamondbacks are going to score in this game.
Oh my gosh.
The Royals have a 6.29 bullpen ERA. Yarborough has the 7.62 ERA. He's probably going to be out of there early. I think it's going to be a slugfest by this Diamondbacks team here today. I'm going over the total.
Mindy, the bosses criticize me for being too negative. Boy, you should be suspended for talking so bad about your Royals. But yeah, I mean, 5 wins so far. Oh man, this has been a real bummer. Did you call for the over, huh?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go over. I mean, maybe it's one of those the Royals get a couple runs. They've been doing that. They've been producing a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna get smoked. It might be a 10-2 game or something here in this one. I don't know.
It's like Barbara. It's funny. He's ended up here on the Royals. I mean, I guess you think of the Rays. You think of how many times he was an opener for them, and that's what he is. He has 7 appearances so far, I believe, this season. Yarborough, and his ERA is 7.62. It hasn't looked good at all. So 3-1, a 2.59 ERA. You got to think guys like Marte, Walker, Gurriel should have him measured pretty well, I would think. And Gallen certainly can handle a lot of these guys like Vinny and Massey if they're in there today. So, boy, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I kind of want to be on the. I'm gonna probably end up laying a run line here. I think. I just worry that Arizona can they actually get enough. Uh, I like most of the bet in there, but man, they'd have to really smash them. I know what you're saying. I'll take Arizona on the run here in this one. I'll lay 1.5. I'll just not Indy's advice. I mean, Gallen's got a 2.5 ERA and an 8 WHIP so far. And how about it, Mindy? I mean, 29 strikeouts so far, or in his last 3 starts, and hasn't didn't give up a long ball on any of those. So give me Arizona line. Mindy's on the over. Let's see what the chat says. I didn't even take them into consideration in this one. They're probably feeling it. Let's see. Brent here is on the Diamondbacks minus the 1.5. Sure enough. Okay. Oh gosh, look at this one. Diamond. Is that like someone laying on a bed, or does it say back under that?
Yeah, it says back, like a back arrow. Diamondback and over.
The creative emoji pick of the day.
And Ramon, you are like super clear again now. See, it evens itself out eventually.
Demetrius, Arizona and over. Bion. I wonder if there's something I could do about it. Bionic, Diamondbacks run line. Brent Cook, Diamondbacks first 5. Here's Fernando, likes the Diamondbacks early on the run line, solo on the run line. All right. Well, hey, Mindy is our Kansas City correspondent.
I do my best.
Sounds like a blowout. Okay, I'll roll with that. All right, let's get into night action now here with well, I lost a premium yet, Mindy. This one was wild yesterday.
It was.
Dodgers. You said just one of the ones you watched, you said?
Yes, I had this one on because I had the Pirates on the run line. So I lucked out. I considered playing the Pirates on the money line. And geez, if you were looking at up to the 7th inning, you were feeling pretty good about yourself. You know, it's just one of those, like, they were able to just kind of let them creep back in the game.
I will say this so far that maybe some action coming in. I don't think it's steam or anything necessarily, but I'm showing it going down now. Gonsolin obviously coming in off of a lengthy layoff, so we do get a chance to see one of the Dodgers' better pitchers. They've needed to get their pitching shored up a little bit so far. Just 2 games over 500 going against those great Pirates, but man, that one was just wild yesterday. I got a little carried away. I'd already marked a winner for the Pirates, thinking that the lead was big enough.
It should have been. What was it, like 7-2 or something weird?
They had another team with bullpen issues going on in that one. So steam has indeed come in on the Pirates here in this one. So I take that back. And that's maybe why the price has been driven down a little bit. Gonsolin, look, he had a great season. If he comes back, Mindy, and is anywhere close to that, he'll be outstanding.
Sure.
But he is going up against one of the hottest teams in the league still.
Yeah, I think the Dodgers get him here again today. I'm going to take Gonsolin. There's a little bit of question mark, because he hasn't, been out there. But historically, versus this Pirates team, he does have a 21% K rate. Their slugging percentage, a .126. I kind of like that. But yeah, I mean, Contreras, his ERA is actually worse at home. He's sitting at 7.2 ERA there. Again, the Dodgers bullpen, they're not playing great, so they need to buckle down for me here today. I'll take the Dodgers.
Yeah, look, the Pirates, maybe they are. I don't want to disrespect any Pirates fans we have. I mean, will they? Contreras has been the man. We know that. I mean, he's been good. They've been winning with him. Want to see I should mention, I don't know. Let me go to the chat. Maybe they mention it too. I mean, Gonsolin is on a pitch. He's only going to go 4 innings max, from what the Dodgers said. So let's take a look. James says Dodgers time to heat up. He'll be on him on the money line. Solo on the Dodgers. Demetrius on the Dodgers. Ooh, can I get off? Do I have to get on the Dodgers here with Mindy? I know I was already pretty solid on the total, and I'm probably going premium, so I'll probably just – I do like the Dodgers. I think the discount there a little bit is a little bit certainly under my price of about $1.50 from what I was expecting. And it's a price that I kind of adjusted as I was getting ready for today's games. When I watch yesterday's games, I kind of start to look at things, and I was like $1.50. And Fernando says he kind of wants to go Pirates, but then
I'm going to pick both. There we go.
Verley will take the 1.5. Fernando goes over here. I don't know, but I'll take the Dodgers.
We're doing
Mindy
it
here. Yeah. Maybe maybe I just watched the game and I'm swayed by that. Not necessarily. Look, I've been pretty fond of Rosie Contreras so far. I think he's done a pretty good job, even with his ERA at 4.5, and hasn't been as good of late, but hasn't been giving up the long ball necessarily. So Dodgers have
no home runs per 9 innings. 0, Ramon, 0.
No. Yeah.
None.
Interesting. And Dodgers have
Same
gone
with Gonsolin, though.
over in 4 straight. They've won 3 in a row now. Let's take the Dodgers with Gonsolin and see. They'll have to use that bullpen.
Right.
But they did the job yesterday, obviously, after the disastrous start. Okay. And, Lazzie's got the Dodgers here. Astros and Rays. Pretty good game yesterday. We'll see what happens here. The Rays, $1.30-ish. $1.30 maybe now. And this total, definitely 8.5 under 20. So we're seeing a pretty strong move here to the under in this one with the Rays and the Astros. The total has gone down here via some steam.
Man, I didn't want it to go down yet, Ramon. I like the under here as well in this one. Pretty, 2 pretty strong bullpens here. Both of them, the Astros have 5 saves. The Rays has 4. Rays only given up 6 home runs in their bullpen outings here thus far. Rays only allowed 2.6 runs over their last 5. The Astros only 3.55 over their last 5. I like where, again, we were talking about like Hunter Brown, 0 home runs over 9 innings when he's away. So I like the under today in this one.
I do too. I feel like it was going to be a premium for me. I really graded it out mostly at around 8 or so. So I'm definitely going to be on the under with you. We've got another play between us. And, I think I just saw the note there on BB for the Guardians. Just want to check that. Yeah. Just to make it official.
Sure.
Yeah. That one comes across about 4 or 5 minutes ago. And showing the line also, so we're not going to go back yet, but I'll just mention it as I put up there. Remember, I had 155 and 8 under, I believe was what I listed. The opening line I'm showing at DraftKings right now, Cleveland minus 180, total 7.5. So, Mindy, you're getting a great price on the Rockies here at plus $1.55 or so. And now showing Bet Online coming in with it at, interesting. I mean, there's a big arbitrage opportunity. I'm not looking at the lines.
You can split the middle?
You totally can if you hurry. Anybody got both those books? Showing DraftKings $1.80. I'm showing Bet Online $1.45. About 10 cents worth of arbitrage there if you wanted to. You get free money here on the Morning Steam if you hurry. Bet Online showing the line at 8/15. DraftKings shows it at 7.5. As both those books, I'm sure, will be quick to adjust. So hurry, everybody! If you want $10 free or $100 free, I don't know how you guys do it. If you guys are into arbitraging, there you go. Wow.
I think it's hard. My brain doesn't like to work that way. Ramon, you probably have it.
Winners. Let's just pick winners. That's easier to do it that way. Anyways, we're talking about the Astros and the Browns.
The Browns? Nice.
You know, it's funny, Minnie, we got off the air just in time. I don't want to change the subject too much. We got to finish this show. But, we got off the air a little too soon on Monday, and we were off yesterday. We haven't talked about Aaron Rodgers on the New York Jets.
Yeah, I feel like they got I get it that Rodgers wasn't going to play, but I feel like the Packers didn't get anything for him. Jeez.
And,
and I still think I don't want to go up against Mahomes and Burrow. I would have stayed elsewhere, but whatever.
And Jordan Love, amazing that it's only been three or 4 years. Seems like he's been waiting for like 7 years with the clipboard. All right, we're on the under in this one. I don't know what else I can add to it, but here's Solo on the Astros. I think I might look to get on the Astros again. The Rays was just their 4th loss of the season. I mean, you've got to expect a little bit of regression, and maybe Houston's a team to do it. Here's James on Houston, Bionic on the Astros, Fernando on the Astros. Brent's going to come back on the Rays. It looks like after the Astros threw the shutout yesterday, Rays bounced back for Darren. And Thomas Lewis is going to bet on the Jets today.
There you go. Jets. They are plus 1,400 right now. You get them in the futures bets.
Yeah, it wasn't amazing all those basically reversed roles there with the Jets and the Packers now. With the Jets, all their futures dropping rapidly. It's an organization with a lot of issues. I mean,
they still need some wide receivers, if you ask me. But we'll see.
A lot of things going on.
We'll see.
But a lot of time, quarterback's such an interesting position, can change everything about the culture. I don't know about Aaron Rodgers if you want him controlling the culture, but all right. Let's take a look now with the Mariners and the Phillies in this one. Yesterday, the Mariners were able to get the victory, and here's Gilbert today as 115-8. Oh, total here is gone up. The total here is 8.5 under 15.
Oh, I'm having one maybe moving in my favor. I'm going to go under this total here again. Got it under yesterday, right, Ramon? The Phillies only allow 3 runs per game. Mariners bullpen, starting to look pretty good. Both pitchers keep the ball down. I think a lot of ground ball outs here today. No home runs per 9 innings for either of these two, home and away. I'm going to go ahead and go under the total.
All right, Mindy going under here, Mariners and Phillies. We did see it with the yesterday. Let's see. I'm trying to remember, actually. I'm just bummed. I think I had a loser in the premium. I think I had the Phillies, so who knows? I'll probably try to come back with the Phillies again today with Tyon Walker. Let's see what the chat might be up to here, because, with this matchup, I would think, boy, both pitchers have been pretty decent so far. Walker, 3.8 ERA. He's been really sharp of late over his last 3 starts, 2-0 with a 2.65. It's not striking out a ton of batters, but Gilbert, 3.57 ERA, 1.01 whip. Been struggling a little bit of late, 4.32 ERA in his last 3 starts. Let's take a look at the chat here. So yesterday I had a premium on the Phillies, so probably just go end up with a free pick on them here today. So let's see. Oh, Nathan, don't look at it like that. I mean, we everyone cashed in big. We were on we definitely were hitting the Rays there, kind of on them early. Bionic
I had
here.
the Rays yesterday. I lost
Mariners.
too.
James Hughes, Phillies. Demetrius, Phillies and under. Fernando on the Phillies. Okay, that's a lot of support for the Phillies. And like I said, I was pretty bummed about yesterday, but I don't know. I think Phillies certainly still pretty strong lineup, even though they haven't, not at full strength, obviously. But I like the Phillies here. Oh, look at Rod. Well, Rodney. Uh, remember though, we were talking right. Was that
He's
our?
going to the game. Yay.
Yeah, but wasn't that our? That's our rain game, right? Rodney's got to take the
The
reindeer.
poncho. Again, Ramon, whenever they said that, the percentage of rain, it's for you to see it with your eyes. So,
Well, Rodney, take your hoodie at least. I mean, take rain jacket, whatever you have, umbrella, right? What's it like right now, Rodney? How do you feel about it looking out the window? You feel like you're going to get this game in? Let us know right now. This is critical information.
crucial. That's right.
We're
Insider.
showing. I don't know, Rodney, if you just got here when we previewed the game. There's a part of the game right there, an hour in, where it's 100% chance of rain. So what's going on right now there at in the Baltimore region? How close are you, and what is the forecast from Rodney Barton, our Baltimore correspondent? Darren says Philly and under. And I'm on the Phillies. Mindy's on the under. Let's move
All
on.
right. Philly and under, like Darren said.
Yeah, exactly right. Senga! The Nationals and Mackenzie Gore here on the road. Senga, $2 favorite for sure. 8.5 under. 25 now. This one's starting to continue to go under a little bit with these two teams. Got that bad Washington lineup.
Yeah, except for yesterday, right? But yeah, I'm going to go under the total here as well. Both teams only allowing 3 runs a game over their last 3. Senga's had a nice ERA, 1.5. Gore, not too bad himself, 3.72 ERA. Again, Gore, he's one that doesn't hardly allow any home runs either. I'm going to go ahead and take under the total here.
I'm with you, Mindy. I think the Sharps are starting to pile in on the over, and I'm not sure that I get it with this matchup. As I think Senga, has been certainly decent enough, right? With his 4.29 ERA, maybe Gore's been better, but I will say that Nationals have been pretty solid in these road night games so far. 5-1 record. They only have 5 wins. They got 8 wins, but this is their best scenario, actually. But I'm going to go on the under with you here with Gore and Senga. Senga at home. And like I said, Gore.
Fernando likes the under for show.
Okay. And that puts us on the under. Gore with a 3.43 ERA thus far. Whoa.
Oh, there's commotion outside.
Maybe we should take the dogs. Here it is.
The guy a couple houses down is doing some cement work out back, so I can hear some trucks showing up. The dogs are freaking out.
Bionic says the Mets, big price, $2. Nats run line for Solo. And looks like James going to go over in this game. I'm not sure where I stand on the side necessarily at that price. I'm going to wait and see how things develop today. There are some guys in the lineup for Washington. Look, I mean, I know we're on the under, and look, there are some weak bats in that lineup. But here's Demetrius, says Nationals and under. All right, continuing on. with the Marlins and the Braves. Marquee matchup. Alcantara and Bryce Elder. This might be one of the best games of the day, certainly right here. In this one, I'm showing that the Braves are favored minus $1.55 or so. And this total, here's another dropper, Mindy. This one's 8 over 15.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not so sure what to do with Alcantara here. I mean, both the Marlins and the Braves have been allowing over 6 runs a game here on the defensive side. Like I said, Alcantara just hasn't been great, especially on the road. His split is a 20.25 ERA with a total overall of 5.47. Super unlike him. And again, I know Elder, he's been pitching pretty well, but I just think this one's going to get over the total today. I just feel like both of these, well, maybe not so much Elder, but I feel like Alcantara's just really not been on his game here. I'm going to go ahead and go over the Marlins scoring 3.91 runs a game, Braves 4.83. But again, they're each allowing over 5 runs. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the total.
All right, I'm just trying to see if I had maybe the wrong. I mean, I'm not sure there were any 8.5s out there, so I'm wondering if I had a typo because
Okay.
that did seem kind of.
Well, I had an 8.5 earlier.
You did, okay,
Yeah.
as long as you did. I also want to just update everyone on that game between Colorado and Cleveland before I get into our pick here. That the line is kind of neutralized and settled. If you will. I mean, DraftKings is still hanging it pretty high at $1.75 or so, but the other books have come around and as I said, BOL had at 145. They've moved higher to about 160, 165. Okay. So you're going to see that line settle about 165, and the total looks like it's going to be about 8 in that game. So, all right. I'm going to talk here with the Marlins and the Braves. Mindy wants to go on the over. A little bit of breaking news here. On Detroit and Milwaukee. Batting order information. Miguel Cabrera will not be in the starting lineup today, so update accordingly. Miggy is getting rest today. All right. In this one with the Marlins and the Braves here. Look, Mindy, I'm not ever going to, I don't think we're all of a sudden going to see this Sandy's been a fluke for the last 3 years, right? I mean, eventually he'll come around, but when right now is what I kind of feel like. His whip's still pretty low, 1.14 ERA, so a little bit of tough luck, certainly, here. But Elder, he's not really giving up the long ball. He's got an outstanding ERA, but boy, I just feel like you do. Like the offenses are producing, right? Miami's gone over in 3 straight. So I'm going to probably end up, I think I'm going to agree with you here. You still have that Braves offense. I've got him at number 1 right now still. So with Sandy on the road until he figures it out, and I think he will. I mean, he's proven. I mean, it's not like I don't think he's lost it all of a sudden. What do you guys say in the chat in this one? Mindy, they're asking what kind. Oh no. Oh, okay. Someone has some dogs. Oh, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan said he was when my dogs were barking. He said he was feeding his. So I was like, "What kind?" And he says, "German Shepherd and a mutt, a nut mutt, on nuts."
Glad to see someone.
No.
German Shepherds were and they're for the forgotten breed nowadays. They were like the prevalent
they just
breed.
have those bad hips. I always feel bad for them when they get old.
Here's Fernando with the money line on the Marlins. Demetrius, Braves, and under. Darren liking Miami a little bit here, but Bionic's going to lay the run line. James, Miami money line. We're all over the place in this one, but steam did come in on the over, and that's maybe why we saw. Maybe that was the 8.5 we saw, and I think the tick down back to 8 has me agreeing with you, Mindy. I want to go over in this one. Let me take a look and see. It's 8. It's 8 everywhere, pretty much. It's 8 flat everywhere. Okay. So let's go over in this one.
8 even.
Did see some steam come in on a game that we've already talked about, Mindy, and it was a game that you gave out the under on. The steam is now coming in on the under between the Yankees and the Twins. Take a look at your odds screens, everybody, and you'll see that this game is heavily juiced now at 8, and DK has actually moved 7.5 over. So Mindy gave it out early, and here it comes. The under in this
Look
one
out.
with those two teams that have been pretty solid on unders this season, thanks to that woeful Yankees offense. So comparable. I mean, I'm not comparing the Padres and the Yankees, but I mean, these, all that money,
Yeah.
weighing them
What, why
down.
hits? What's going on?
It's making me mad because here we are with the Padres and the Cubs. And, like I said, I wanted to pump up the Padres a little bit. I want to take them on the road. I went a Cubs premium last night. I want no part of my Padres. I'm the Padres correspondent, and I don't think I want any part of them. What will we do today? Smiley is Mr. Wrigley Field, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go under the total. I mean, he has that 0.71 ERA at home, 3.13 overall. So I know that, Scotch hasn't been here today, but he has mentioned, look how good Smiley pitches at home. And then the Padres team, I don't know, suddenly, like you said, can't really hit, right? Only 4.17 runs of offense here over their last 5. So not the typical team that we normally see here. Walker's not terrible either. He pitches better on the road. He has a 4.5 ERA on the road, ERA 7.08. So I'm going to go under the total.
All right, Mindy says go under. It's going to be a very similar day, really, as compared to yesterday, Mindy. Maybe a little bit warmer. It's going to start off the game in the high 40s, and then a couple hours later, as you get into the later innings, it's going to go down to the low 40s. I'm not expected to touch the high 30s like was expected to last night, but still a cold day, wind blowing directly in from center field for the most part, 8 to 10 miles an hour before it shifts late in the game if they get that far to in from right field. So cold, wind blowing in, often points to an under. I don't know if the Cubs maybe that offense is starting to get going a little bit. I've got them as certainly a top 10 offense. Maybe they can get some runs against Waka because I like Waka as for the role that he was in. Look, he's got 7 ERA. I'm not making any excuses for him. His whip's been terrible too, but for what the Padres needed is a guy to go in and throw innings. But you need a little bit more than this. He is 2-1. I mean, for somehow he's gotten some run support from a team that's not hitting. I'm on the Cubs here. Smiley been so hot. You mentioned it. Mindy's ERA is basically 1 over the last 3 starts, and he's striking out guys too. So let's take I'm gonna be on the Cubs. Mindy's on the under. And what's the chat got in this one? Let's take a look. Bionics on the Cubs. Demetrius Cubs and under. Doubles is our Chicago correspondent. He says it will be cold again tonight. Smiley will heat it up, and he's got the Cubs on the money line. James is on the Cubs money line. Darren's on the under. Fernando, Cubs and under. Well, forget you guys. I just said the Cubs too. All right. I could have been mad if they all picked against my Padres, but I'm going against them again. Padres right now. I mean, I'm just amazed they are 12-13. Cubs, nice record, 13-9 so far. The A's and Angels in this one. We're going to see Medina for the Athletics. I know you guys are ready to bring out all the
funky cold Medina.
I
knew it.
Yeah, I knew we were gonna get it somewhere. Who was the last Medina? It was like a Chris Berman nickname, but this is Luis Medina for the A's. 23-year-old Dominican. You might, uh, was signed by the Yankees eventually, but he was involved in that big trade with the, uh, Sears and Waldachuk, and I'm a little bit familiar with him. He's been pitching here in Las Vegas, but um, here he is, ready to make his start today for the A's. As more young pitching, they're uh, ready to go for it with these youngsters. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, and Medina has not been great in AAA,
No.
4.83 ERA. I liked it when I read he had 100 wild pitches in 94 starts. So he averages one wild pitch per game. I'm going to take the Angels here on the run line today.
It's good average. I mean, come on. I mean, that's
Right.
hard
I
to
mean,
do.
like, that's impressive. It's
That's
hard
hard
to
to
do.
do. So, yeah, I mean, that's not, Tony talks about a lot. PCL ERAs are always, you're going to almost take a run off of them necessarily to equate it to a normal, to the rest of the minor leagues. But
Gotcha.
um, again, like I said, he was uh, involved in that a big deal. He did play in the All Stars Futures game a couple of years ago, so he's a bit of a prospect, certainly. But you mentioned it so far with the Aviators. Definitely a strikeout pitcher, but yeah, I mean, all over the place. So we'll see what we get from him. And we know Sandoval so far. It's been a little shaky for. I think we were expecting more from Sandoval. You're our Angels correspondent, but look, I
Yeah,
guess
I expected more from Sandoval. He's been not great.
what did you call though, Mindy? I'm sorry.
Oh, I took the Angels still on the run line here.
Okay. All right. Mindy on the Angels here. He still should be dominant against this lineup, I would think. Um, I might be agreeing with you here. Let's see if the chat kind of has it, because we're laying this run line. Hello to Ash. Hello, Ash. And here is Fernando is on the over in this one. The steam came in on the over. What is it now? 9.5 under 25. Wow. Let me update that because that's pretty significant. 9.5 under 25. Let's just call it right now. And I showed the Angels at 215. What is that run line price, Mindy? Pick them or so. So I might end up agreeing with you here. I think I'm gonna. Ooh, boy, they just don't. I said yesterday they don't beat anybody by more than one run, and sure enough, they ended up winning it by 2 runs yesterday. I'm gonna. This total's gone too high for me, Mindy. I'm gonna take the under as my official play. Mindy on the run line. I'm on the under at 9.5 now. Even this one's gotten a little bit too out of control for me. I get it. These teams are going over. Steam came in on the over. I'm going to go under 9.5. That's what I had to play on it yesterday privately. And hey, Mick is here today. Good to see you. Here's Fernando on Athletics Money Line. James on the Angels run line with you. So is Bionic. Demetrius on the Angels and the over. Let's move on to the next one. Good. Great contributions today. Last game, Mindy Cardinals and the Giants. This one's a pick 'em. Total 8.5 over 20.
Well, let's see, Ramon. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Giants. The Cardinals haven't, the Cardinals haven't won a, Matt Starr yet. He has that 6.55 ERA, 8.18 ERA on the road. Descalfani, he's been pretty solid. I like the Giants here today. That's how I'm going to go.
All right. Yeah, until we see more, until we see Matt's, whatever the problem is. I mean, you've got to think the right-handers in that Giants lineup should be okay with Flores, maybe Davis in there. So I'll take the Giants with you at minus a pick, apparently, is what I've called it there. And let's see if the chat comes in. Giants and over for Rocco. I gotta agree with that. I gotta agree with that big time. Let's see. I think this is James. I think that's going over and Giants law. I think that's Giants and over basically. Looks like to me. And James, he's got his J is orange. How does YouTube pick which?
Yeah, I don't know.
Every letter has a different color. That's what it must be, right? I don't know. Bionics got Giants. Are there any YouTube experts? Why does every letter have a different color? And is it related? Is every B maroon? Is every red rose? Is every J orange? Is every M green?
I don't know.
All right, we're on the Giants. Let's not waste any more time thinking about dumb things like that. And Rocco says, take the over and sprinkle the Giants and over. And Fernando sends us a prop in there as well. Make sure you join us in the Discord every day for more picks, more action. We're going to have a moment to put that up there where we kind of share some player props. Invite everybody into our Discord here before we move on to these playoff games and wrap up the show. Here on the chat. Oh, thanks, Tony. That's the link to our Discord. All right, let's get ready, Mindy, and head to the NBA now for tonight's games. 4 games in the NBA. And Cam, the New York Knicks close out the Cleveland Cavs. Who'd have thunk it? Well, a lot of people might have thunk it, actually, because the Knicks played so well down the stretch. We know the Cavs, where has the Cavs offense gone? Look at this total, Mindy. Right now, I mean, we're stuck back in the 90s Knicks games when all the games were under 200 points. Right now, the Cavaliers, though, still are a favorite to try to extend this series and stay alive. They're a 5.5-point favorite, and the total is certainly one of the lowest totals we've seen on probably since the first month of the season, the regular season, at 202.5. It's supposed to be the lowest scoring game of the year.
Yeah, Ramon, I know you keep talking about where has Mr. Mitchell been? You know, I think that they have to get this guy going. I know he needs to be aggressive. He's got to be involved early. They got to have ball control. You know, I think this is where it has to be. I think I'm going to give the Cavs here a shot. I'm going to go ahead and lay the points here with the Cavaliers today.
I am too. I don't think it's going to be a popular play, but I'm going to come in on the Cavs. Mitchell, Karis LeVert, try to have a good game. Look, I think the Cavs still can, do a decent job on the Knicks front court. I keep saying it doesn't happen. They should be better, with Mobley and Allen doing the job, but here it is. Yep, Knicks wrapping it up tonight. Thomas says he's got the Knicks. James says he likes the over, just too low. Look at Nathan Cerny. He's got 185 points in this one. Walking, spotted, bear.
Nice.
Got the boost in there. It's never fishy on a boost, bear. They just, give you a little bonus.
Ramon. Goodness.
Whoa. I don't know if I could continue after that.
Right.
Malaprop. All right. Cavs first quarter for
faux pas. What book they do that at, Ramon? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm gonna hear from it. I'm gonna hear about that one. Here's Ricardo on the Knicks. I gotta move fast and try to get this. It's not over. Says Brent. Cavs are gonna give them hell at home. They better. I mean, this is it. This has to be. So, and anything. Maybe the Knicks. Talk about going back and winning it at home. Look, you don't want to delay anything. If you can close someone out, you close them out. But
Right.
you always in the back of your mind think, hey, we can still get back home. We can still win it if we fall behind or anything like that. Moneyline Mills here today. All right, Mindy, we're on the Cavs -5.5. It doesn't feel comfortable, but I have to do it in this spot. It really feels like they've got to get this one, and having just watched enough playoff action, it feels like if they can get this one, it will be a sizable victory. All right, Mindy, the Lakers
All
and the
right.
Grizzlies. We get to see them a little bit earlier tonight, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central,
Good.
4:30 Pacific. So
It doesn't put
Memphis,
me past my bedtime.
Memphis is they're desperate. They're down 3-1. Look at all these teams. We're not done. We'll talk about the next one. You know what we're going to talk about, but all these teams, Mindy, right? We talk about the teams that the Lakers just get into the playoff, and here they are. These lower seeded teams all up 3-1, at least tonight.
Well, I mean, I think the old guy is still really mad, and I really think he wants to put away this Grizzlies team. You know what? He had the first 20 rebound game of his 19-year career.
Oh man.
I mean, I think the Grizzlies are going to be going all out here, but I like the Lakers here tonight. I'm going to take them plus the points.
Mindy's got the Lakers to close them out, win this series 4-1. John Morant, he's just a little bit out of control. And I'm not talking about off of the court, but you can't go in. You're going to injure yourself. Did you see those pictures? Was that real? His elbow sticking out like it was bruised? That didn't look good. So can the Lakers close these guys out? Just want to mention real quick, Mindy, on a baseball game, I just saw some steam come across here, and it is a game where I went under the Rockies and the Guardians, and right now steam is coming in on that game. I was giving it out, remember, at I believe it was a juice down 8, but right now I'm showing that Guardians number, remember, it was the game that we waited on. And I'm starting to show what were 8s are quickly turning into 7.5. So I'm vindicated with my prognosticate. Well, I said the total was 8, and but right now it's heading down to 7.5. So gave out the under obviously in that one, and that's the way it's headed. So if you like it, get on it now. All right, Mindy, on Memphis here on the Lakers to close out Memphis in this one. Boy, how things have changed for the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going to go over the total here, 221.5. I'm going to go over in this game. If the Lakers win, Mindy, I'm probably going to not win that total. That's the way I feel about it. But maybe I like the Grizz to get done, and they're going to need to turn it up a notch offensively in order to do that. So I've got the over in this one. Looks like a lot of comments though here on this game. So let's see what you guys are up to. All right. Oh, good point, Bear. Here's Thomas Lewis on the Lakers here. James Hughes. Boy, we got a lot of. They love sports betting in Tennessee. I will tell you that. And Walking Spotted, right? We talked about it, Bear. Talked about with on Tony's show. All the home teams were double-digit favorites, and none of them got it done. Here's Fernando. He wants money line on the Lakers. Jerome Taylor says Lakers to roll. And Grizzlies, 7 consecutive no covers as home favorites off an overtime loss. Interesting. And we already saw that incredible stat about the Grizzlies on the road, right? So you got to figure they are a little bit against what Bear is saying there, but maybe a little better at home, certainly. A young team to a certain extent, right? So Darren on the Lakers here. And Nick says, whoops, wrong. Catch up, Nick. All right, Mindy, you're on the Lakers. I'm on the over in this one. Here's another one, Mindy. Can you believe it? The Miami Heat can close out the Milwaukee Bucks with a huge upset tonight. I don't know. It doesn't seem likely, but I will tell you this. Right now, the Heat are favored to win the series at minus $1.30 or so. That seems like a pretty good price for a team that just has to win one out of the next 4 games. But these are the Bucks, and they're big favorites here in this one by 11. Total has gone up here. In fact, I'm showing the Bucks are now a 12-point favorite. Total 220.5.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and try the Bucks. I'm going to go ahead and lay the big points here in this one. I think the Bucks come out on a mission here. They need to erase, that last loss. I don't know. I mean, I think the Heat might be eyeing that game 6, kind of like other folks have kind of talked about, maybe winning at home. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Bucks here, minus the 12 now.
Yeah, I got Burnley in a big spread last night with Denver against a team that I thought had no chance. Obviously, Miami's got playing a lot better than the Minnesota Timberwolves were, but I want to lay it tonight with the Bucks, even at minus 12. That's the direction I'm going to go. Just to play here, it's a premium now for us, Mindy, because you and I are both on it. I probably wouldn't have gotten on it for a premium by myself, but if you like them, I like them. And James Hughes says he likes taking the plus 12. Thomas Lewis taking the 12. Michelle Foster's here today. And always great to have Michelle here. And Michelle says go over. Oh, Michelle and I are seeing eye to eye on the total, it looks like.
Right.
Jimmy Hughes says Jimmy Butler. Mm-hmm. Couple of Jimmys. He knows. And Jerome says take the Heat money line. It'll be the upset of the NBA playoffs, except for the last game they won as a big underdog against the Bucks. Yeah, Brent says he likes the points. Darren says Giannis will prevent this from happening. But can they cover though, Darren? That's the question.
Yeah, over the long haul, right? I mean, it's one of those, the Bucks get up plenty of times and they tend to kind of let that go. So need them to continue pressure.
Yeah, and maybe the question, Mindy, because we know that Giannis is, he compared to some of these other guys that missed a few playoff games here, Giannis, missed time, but you don't think he'd be the type to say, "Hey, I'm going to take a playoff game." He probably wasn't able to play those games and that game and the game he had to leave, the last part of the game as well. So asking about the Heat injuries a little bit, Oladipo and Hero are out. That's what's really kind of made this even more amazing, right? As far as the Heat's performance, because those are, they've had some key injuries as well. But we're on the Bucks tonight in a blowout. All right, this one's not going to be closed out tonight. This one's 2-2. The Warriors, they're on the road, by the way, folks. If that does anything for anybody anymore, but the trends are still there to a certain extent, and they're favored here against the Kings. Now, the great news for the Kings, even if De'Aaron Fox's finger is sticking out the wrong way, obviously he's got to have it, taped up. It's a broken finger, no doubt about it, but apparently one he can play with, and he'll be probable tonight, which is great news for the Kings. I would imagine that a De'Aaron Fox with a broken finger is better than no De'Aaron Fox. And, he does say that it's not, affecting him. But it was funny the way he described it in that press conference. So, Warriors still favored here, Mindy, with this massive total. I got burned last time. I bought into it, and said go over, and it was a big time under. Now, that was in San Jose. So, what's going to happen here, game 5?
Well, it's still the Kings have only won 3 of their last 13 games versus the Warriors. They're one of the worst teams in the NBA on defense. I think Curry's been, carrying this Warriors team here on his back. I think he's going to go ahead and do it again. I'm taking the Warriors. I'll just play them on the money line today.
Mindy, Warriors to gain the series lead in Sacramento. Let's take a look at what the chat has to say about it. Thomas Lewis is on the Kings. James Hughes going to nickel on the Warriors. Money line. Fernando on the Warriors. Michelle says, sorry, but Warriors money line. Mindy, hello. Say hello to Jay Boone here today. I don't know if we've met Jay Boone before, but obviously Jay Boone.
But look, he has a green J.
You stole my line.
Oh, wait, look, there's a red J. And then there was also an orange J. So what's happening?
I'm going to Google that, or maybe I'll go Chat GPT. Is anybody into this AI? The answers are so much better than Google.
How do you do it?
Well, just go to, I use one chatgpt.com.
It's like a website, a chat.
Yeah, and then you type in, and then this is what all the rage is, right? Are you that far behind the times, Mindy?
Always.
I'm just starting. Apparently, people have been doing this all year, but you type in your query, and then apparently this is how the kids are doing their homework now too. They like to write a 500-word essay on the American Revolution, and then it comes out all perfect. But I might type, why does YouTube have different color letters? I don't know. Okay, Brent says, I'm taking the Kings. Warriors have to play their best ball to win. Jerome says, lean to the Warriors. So Bear's a little bit behind us there. At first, I thought he had AL West. I thought he was talking about AI. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, Spotted Bear is into it too. All right, Mindy. Well, I don't like it, but man, I'm probably I lost with the over last time. I feel like it's going to go over here. Someone stop me. The steam came in on the over. What is it now? 234.5? It was as low as 232, but it did go as high as 237. So just wanted to shout out Jay, though. I forgot, Jay. Welcome. I don't think we've met. Obviously, you know what's going on here. You've seen the show. You're making picks, so appreciate you. And great to have you representing our new viewers here today. We only made it up to 80 or so, I think, Mindy, on the show today. But
I kind of forgot to look today. Sometimes I just do.
All right. No problem, Bear. Hey, you guys can type in your picks on the other games at any time in the chat so you're on record. But again, we're only going to show the ones that on the game that we're previewing at the time, to get chopped up on the videos and everything. Michelle says King should have won game 4. And here's Thomas is saying over with you, but I think he knows the way I'm going.
Good, buddy.
He's trying to urge me on. Can I, got burned last time, it just was a big under, and I think I went premium over is what happened, or maybe it was on the show. I don't know. Yep, Brent's saying to Michelle, Golden State was peaked that night and just beat the Kings. Can't see him keeping betting it up. Oh, thanks, Jay. Yeah, like and smash. I always forget that. Like and smash, please, everybody. Help our algo. That's YouTube talk. Whew. All right, Mindy. I'm still gonna. Can I do it? Can I do it again and go over in this one? Gosh, I guess I am. It's supposed to go over. It's the playoffs, but that means under. But I'm on the over. Kings and Warriors. Mindy's on the Warriors. All right. The show's not over, apparently. We got a few more here. Let's try to get out of here in under 2 hours, Mindy. Glad everybody's been with us. Here's the NHL tonight. It looks like we got a Bob sighting. They've given up on Alex Lyon. Maybe just giving him this is the game, I guess, to do it. Boston can close them out tonight. Will they close them out tonight? Florida's done a nice job, but they're still down 3-1, and Bruins can advance and get a little bit of rest here. They're 230 total, 6/25.
Well, I'm gonna back Bob today. I kind of go ahead and like the Panthers here on the puck line today. Bruins, I know, have won their last 3 by at least 2 goals here. But I think if the Panthers want to keep track or keep pace, this is what they're going to go ahead and do here. They got to, the Panthers have to try to get more face-offs. That's kind of the way it seems to me, that's kind of where they've been struggling here as of late. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Panthers here on the puck line.
230. I'm showing the Sharps might, we think of them as wanting to be the ones that kind of take dogs. I'm showing the Sharps kind of favoring the favorite here. Again, this is all speculative. This is just me observing. There's no website that says what the Sharps are on necessarily. There's an app that kind of tries to tell you where they're at, and I don't mind that app. I think they do a pretty decent job most of the time. All right. Scotch, there's Scotch. All right. Taking the Cubs, me and Scotch on the going against my Padres. But Scotch, I was on the Cubs too. Don't worry. Yeah, Jay Boone says they close them out here. Panthers money line for James Hughes. Panthers puck line for Ramon and Mindy. Let's do it, Mindy. One last gasp. I think Florida can give a battle. They like I said, I found them to play quite well in this series. I just think you're up against a juggernaut. James says going over as well. I totally agree. And here's Scotch. Boston regulation. He's taking time out of his work to throw a couple plays for us. Appreciate it as always, Scotch. Yeah, Mindy, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to take Florida puck line.
All right, let's do it.
Give a good effort here. Finally, Mindy, our Kraken against the Avalanche. $1.70 down to $1.75, and boy, how this has taken a turn a little bit as a defensive series. 5.5 over 25. I don't think we started the series in this fashion. I don't think it was like massive overs, but all of a sudden, money seems to be. The steam came in on the over, and that's why it's 5.5 under 25. But I don't think it's going to 6. I'm going to check here.
I had it at 6 earlier today, but
yeah. In fact, I would say most of the books are at 6. So let me go ahead and I can change that. I'm showing a DK 5.5 over. I'm showing BLL. Yeah, 5.5 over 25, but other books have 6 under 20. So just like yesterday when I called on the, for example, on the show with Tony, Mindy, the Islanders Carolina game I had given out, and Tony just says, "Hey, we're on the sharpest book of the world," and I said, "Well, I like the under, but I know you can get some 5.5 under 40." Both it was like the Islanders.
You said it'd probably land on 5.
I said it would probably land on 5, and it did. So same as this, you can pick your line pretty much as long as you have multiple books here. What are you going to do with this one?
All right, I'm finally coming out with the Kraken here on the puck line today. I'm breaking my streak of going with the Avalanche here. I think the Avalanche, they're going to probably put up a better effort. But if you look at how the Kraken's been playing, right, they're the ones being the aggressors. They're the ones you can really out there see moving on the ice. They put out 43 shots and 52 hits. According to, Avalanche, only 22 shots and only 37 hits. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Kraken here on the puck line today.
All right, Mindy, going to take the Kraken on the puck line against Colorado. I mean, we've been rolling with the Kraken. I love this team on the road. Certainly, I'm a little bit concerned today, so I'll go over 5.5 over -25. We'll see. Maybe I'm saving it for a premium. That's for you guys to decide, or you guys to subscribe. Maybe it could be a way to go about it. Not going to give away here, and don't hold me to it if I say that. I'm trying not to give away the premiums as much, but let's take a look at what you guys are up to. Jay Boone, Avalanche money line. Jerome is on the Kraken. James is on the under. There's all of our J's together.
J.
Butterscotch, I think he wants the under here. I'm going over, Mindy. This one between Seattle and Colorado. Jay says Kraken is due. The Avalanche keep coming back. James is on the under. And Jerome, let's see here. And Jerome talking about the suspension there for Valerie, for the winger with that hit, I believe. Or no, it's Makar. Yeah, Makar's got the suspension. That's right. Okay, that's it. Great show. Great job. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and check out our premium picks. Absolutely. Our best picks every day are over there at Tony's Picks. Mindy's going to load up the picks of Team Steam, and then we're going to load up some premium picks for today, including this day baseball. I mean, we got to get out of here because, the Reds game is going to start here in about 90 minutes. So pick up our premium picks and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages for today. Take a look at our handicapper leaderboards and see who's hot. Then find the handicapper of your choice. Click on the All Cappers tab and get signed up. I'll just mention and continue to note there, plus 6,200 for the year. Doing pretty well there with some of those. Take a look at those packages that we have for today up there. We got a few more coming in. Collins Brown has got a 5-pack of MLB plays. He's got a 3-pack in the NBA. And don't forget to look for Mindy and I. Our picks are going up here in just a few minutes as we get ready for the day. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the Morning Steam. We'll be back with you tomorrow, Thursday, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 6 Pacific time for more Morning Steam picks in all the major games. Plus, you guys are the stars here on the Morning Steam. Your first look at the day's betting card on YouTube every day. Here come the plays from Mindy. We're heavy in Major League Baseball. Reds money line, Orioles money line, Blue Jays under, Tigers under, Dodgers money line, Houston under. I like seeing unders. Mets under, Braves over, Giants money line. In the NBA, we're on 2 plays. We're laying points. Cavs -5.5, Bucks -12. NHL Panthers on the puck line. Butterscotch says, let's cash. That's it. All right, Mindy, great job. We'll see you again. We'll see you in a few hours. Join us later on today. Certainly, always kind of remember that, too. Don't forget, join us on Game Day Picks 4 hours from now with Tony right here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. All right, for Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.